Welcome to Beating Cancer Daily. Beating stage 4 cancer for 30 years still takes my breath away every time I say it. I'm Saranne, founder of the Comedy Cures Foundation, and I hope you'll join me for just a few minutes daily for the next 365 days so we may laugh, learn, maybe cry a little as we live our best days beating cancer daily together. Comedian Missy Hall had me cracking up today. Now, Missy's just been diagnosed with breast cancer. I'm allowed to tell you that. And we have been friends for a long time. We met through comedian and Facebook star Dina Blizzard, who's just hilarious also. We all would do Comedy Cures Laughing Lunch together. Now, Laughing Lunch is a live comedy event that my charity puts on. And we just invite some of the funniest comedians in America to perform, and we give you lunch and party favors. It's really a celebration of life for people going through illness, depression, trauma, or disabilities. So both Missy and Dina have done tons of performances with Comedy Cures, and we just love them. But now Missy's on the cancer journey, and so of course she called me, and we've just been exchanging a lot of phone calls and texts. But today we had a really long conversation, and she told me that she did what she had to do, did her biopsies, did her scans, did her surgery, and now she's waiting to heal between surgery and radiation. And she said no one's really followed up with her for about 2 weeks because she's just in this holding pattern, waiting to heal until she goes for radiation. And she said to me, I feel kind of lost. Like everyone was paying attention to me. There was such a flurry of activity. And then poof, like it's as if I never was involved in the cancer universe. And I'm just out here alone on this island. And she said she really didn't know what to do with herself because her life has been so overrun by cancer logistics and cancer details. And she knows she has this whole next big chapter coming up. So she doesn't really have total freedom, but she said nobody was paying attention to her. And it felt very strange, even though she should be happy that she's not in the grind. It just felt very strange. She felt a bit abandoned. And she actually referred to it as, you know, when you're in high school and your parents go out of town and they leave you home alone and you kind of don't know what to do because you're so used to having parental supervision. Should you throw a party? Should you kind of just get your homework done? What should happen now? And I just thought that was so funny. The way she was saying it just had me crying. So if you don't know Missy Hall, she actually is posting humor about her cancer journey on her Instagram. And she's also doing a Tuesday night live on Facebook. I believe it's called Meet You in the Hallway. It's a date with her husband, who's also a comedian, and they just meet in the hallway. And it's just a slice of life with them for an hour. Really, their real life, their real conversations, which are often hilarious because they're both comedians. So I just wanted to share this with you just in case by any chance you were feeling a bit abandoned in your cancer treatment or in your survivorship. Now, I did share with Missy that this is really common in survivorship. It is such a problem in this country and around the world right now because there just aren't enough resources or systems in place to follow survivors because we never survived as long as we're surviving and at the numbers that we're surviving in. So in the think tank meetings that I am part of as being a longtime stage 4 cancer survivor and running the Comedy Cures Foundation and being a keynote speaker, I get to weigh in on a lot of these conversations, and we're trying to get a lot more funding for survivorship programs and addressing the issues of survivors. We have real issues for this cancer journey that we've been on. So I don't want you to feel alone. I want you to not feel like your parents have got out of town, as Missy referred to it. I do want you to feel that you have a support system, not only in Beating Cancer Daily, we are a community, but that you have a support system at the Comedy Cures Foundation. So if you are feeling alone or you are feeling that no one is taking care of you or watching out for you, please go to the Comedy Cures Foundation website, comedycures.org, and record a message to me and or hit the write us button or contact us and let me know what's going on for you. There are a lot of resources we can talk about and share. And also this podcast meets daily specifically so that you always feel that there's a touch point. There's somebody that understands. And hopefully, as I say over and over again, we might laugh a little, we might cry a little together, but we are here and we are here to help improve the quality of our lives by doing this podcast every day. So thank you, Missy, for being so funny and for developing your comic perspective about cancer and applying your talents and your time to speaking out about what it's like to go through this cancer journey. You were so fun to work with before when you would do Comedy Cures programs. And I'm so excited that you have agreed to do some Comedy Cures programs with me, specifically also for people going through cancer treatment. Now that you have this really cool perspective, I wouldn't wish anybody to join this club, but the fact that Missy is now one of us is really a benefit and a pleasure for us because we get to hear her comic perspective. And through hearing other people's comic perspective on going through a cancer journey, it is my hope through the Comedy Cures Foundation and all the tumor humor that I've brought into the world that we will help enlighten you on how to look at these stressful situations with a comic perspective. And you always know that I love to hear your tumor humor and what your perspective is and how you're getting through this. So have a blessed day, and I will see you tomorrow. I hope you guys know this, but Beating Cancer Daily is a listener and donor-supported podcast and community. So if you have some extra change, I'd love you to go to comedycures.org and make a donation today of whatever level is comfortable for you. And it will be tax deductible to the extent allowed by law, because Comedy Cures is a nonprofit 501c3 organization founded from my chemo chair, April 1999, and we've been going strong ever since. So please consider making a donation today and help our community and this podcast thrive. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow. Guess what time it is? It's time for me to read the disclaimer. Beating Cancer Daily and the membership circle are not in lieu of medical advice or treatment. They are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your healthcare team to review your best strategy. Thanks for listening.